So look, I mean, this is the real problem with the Conservative government at the moment. They prioritise trade and big business over human rights. Now, for me, those two things have to be intrinsically linked together. You know, that is what makes us a progressive nation. And as many people spoke today at today's conference, you know, we have a historic right as Britain, as the UK. You know, these are not just Commonwealth nations, but the disaster of partition and what happened in the bloodthirsty way that cost so many lives, and the wars between India and Pakistan that happened. You know, this is something that the British government has a responsibility to, because it's part of our history. You know, this was an unfinished piece of business in terms of the determination of the peoples of Kashmir. And so, from my point of view, you know, I will be very strongly pressing the British government to say that there should be no trade deals signed with India until we see real progress in the livelihoods, the well-being of the peoples of Kashmir. We are here 3 years on from the revocation of Article 370, the lockdowns, the media blackouts, the ways that essentially martial law has been implemented on people, and often people tried in very dubious circumstances, and that's aside from the people that have been killed, the rapes that have happened, and many other heinous crimes against the people of Kashmir. We need to be absolutely crystal clear. There can be no pen signing any trade deal with India unless we see real progress on moving things forward in Kashmir towards determination through self-determination of the peoples of Kashmir. And I believe that it will happen. I believe that there is a strong voice. I think the more extreme nature of the Modi government is becoming a sign of their own weakness. You know, India's own history is not one of Hindu chauvinism. It is not one of attacking minority communities. So what is going on both in India and in Kashmir are intrinsically linked, because they have an extreme prime minister. You know, it would be as if the European Union was taken over just by one particular dictator pushing forward with loads of things which are detrimental to all of those nations, because remember, India is a country of many nations. And so what is happening in Kashmir is part of that process and the more extreme nature of the Modi government. And so you have my absolute word that as the representative of Ilford South, every moment that I am in this seat, I will be campaigning for the freedom and self-determination of the people of Kashmir. I will be not only speaking up in Parliament and strengthening the nation's links between Britain and Pakistan and between Kashmir and Ilford. I will be leading with many of our honourable friends and guests that are here today a delegation to see firsthand in Kashmir, myself as a British parliamentarian, to stand there and to talk to the sons and daughters of Kashmir suffering every day, so that when I come back and speak in Parliament, I will be speaking from the heart and with facts about what is really going on and how we push forward to make sure freedom and self-determination is realised as a dream of the Kashmiri people.